What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Azriel. Thank you for clicking on this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about infantry guides, infantry commanders, gear, ornaments, basically anything that is relevant to infantry. Later on in the video, you will see something like this, talking about rally leads, garrison leads, like what's the best. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So in today's video, we're going to be covering Rise of Kingdoms, infantry commanders, as you can tell by the title and thumbnail. Leave a comment if you have any tips for commanders. So the number one commander that I recommend for early game players and late game players as well is Scipio Africanus. Now, obviously, you're going to be like, why are you taking advice from a 45 million power player? Honestly, I don't know either. He has a good direct damage factor of 2,000. Infantry attack bonus 40%, infantry march speed 15%, and infantry march speed bonus triggered 10%. Very, very good stat. He has good health and everything else, and I don't know really how this works. I'm kind of investing him to expertise him. Very close to what that is. But yeah, you really want to invest in him. He's a very good secondary commander. You can use him as primary, but definitely not as utilized. Ornaments, you're going to get a lot of if you go do the ornament dispatch thing every day. I don't usually do that, so that's why my ornaments are low-key kind of crappy. But yeah, like I said, ornaments, you're definitely going to get those. Definitely going to try and get as much of these little inscriptions as possible. Get a good ornament, dude. Also, talking about gear, this is not the ideal gear. This is definitely ideal. This is ideal. Basically, I'm going to say everything. All these four pieces are ideal. Obviously, these are not ideal. The next commander you're going to want to really focus on is Luce. Luce is a good commander for the simple reason of, like, smite damage. That's pretty high, I guess. And it's AoE, same as Scipio. So, good commander to invest in. The infantry defensive bonuses are decent. And the attack bonuses when on the map are also great. I never really got to this because I didn't really find any worth. Others probably do. Ragnar Lodbrok. He is a really good commander, and I highly recommend investing in him. In fact, I'm going to invest in him once I'm done investing in other commanders, like Scipio. So, the reason he's so good at for investing is because he's just a defensive tank. Let's be honest. 2,000 damage factor AoE, that's absolutely criminal. I think it should be more, but he's kind of already broken with the 40% defensive bonus, infantry march speed bonuses, and everything else that, like, really just, like, to the core, cracks him down. William Wallace, to be honest, William Wallace is good, but I don't really, like, find any value in him. If that makes sense. Like, I don't really use him. He's good for sure, but, like, the smite damage, amazing, but it's single target, so it's good, not really supposed for ball fights, but definitely good for, like, one-on-ones, which are only going to get one-on-ones in, like, holy altars or something. The health and the attack bonus, I mean, it's alright. The march speed, it's good. Sargon the Great, he's absolutely rubbish. I'm going to be honest. He's, like, one of the worst commanders in the game. By far. Like, genuinely, look at these stats. Like, any single person I've talked to on infantry have always said they've invested in Sargon, and it's just the worst mistake because he's only good, and this is single. This isn't like 500 every blah 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 seconds. He's a single damage, so he's going to be really, really good for close one-on-one fights, but other than that, he's going to be absolute bogus. I want to be honest. Gorgo, I'm investing in her because she got really good skill damage. It says she's single, but that doesn't really matter because she's a garrison commander, and you're really going to be attacking that, castle or whatever, that rally. Yeah, it's debatable. But if you do get swarmed, you can just use, Charles Martel at the end of the day, which I would never use, obviously. But if I were going to get zeroed, I would definitely use them. Gorgo. which I haven't zeroed. I did use Gorgo, and she did give me like 5 million kill points for getting zeroed, which is absolutely horrendous, but it's because she was still in the making, bro, and you gotta trust the process. Tyreek, there are just so many better commanders to choose for rallies, to be honest. Alexander, rubbish. I just skipped over Ganyu because he's rubbish as well. No really commander over here worth mentioning. Infantry. Beankey. Supposedly, he's really good. AoE, smite damage factor 2.4k. Are you kidding me? Let's see the stats. Infantry March speed 20%. That's absolutely criminal. Infantry health bonus 10%. I mean, it's all right. It's the best you're gonna get for a commander unit like this. Infantry attack bonus 40%. 400,000 enemy units. That's kind of a lot for the skill, but it's like, look, they all just took like 90% damage. This guy, unless you're a garrison commander, garrison lead, I wouldn't really worry about this guy. I wouldn't really invest in him just because, like, and I know when I say this, you're really brushing it off. But to be honest, if you're not a garrison commander, it doesn't matter. Don't make the same mistake I did, and don't invest in garrison commanders and think you're gonna. It doesn't matter. If you're getting zeroed, you're getting zeroed. You can't. There's nothing you can do. If that makes sense. Like, don't waste multiple sculptures into protecting your city when you could be using it investing expertising commanders. Scipio Emilianus, again, don't really invest unless you're rally lead. Good smite damage factor, but other than that, he's kind of bogus. Infantry march speed, great. Just absolutely amazing commander for rallies. Multi-use, we're going to go ahead and put Scipio on here just because he's a very versatile commander. You can use him secondary, as stated in the video before. You can use him basically anywhere you want to, and he's still going to be a little bit relevant. Probably not as relevant as if you use him on the open field, but still very relevant. Next, we're going to use Wallace. Well, I haven't really used him much, but I would say he's more of a multi-use, really, because he's single damage, attack damage, but that's fine. You know, you can still work with that, and you can still make good progress out of that. See, obviously, this is YSS, but we're going to say he's by key for now. By key, obviously multi-use, smite damage, I think it's AoE, and the stats are just absolutely, it's a better Luce, to be honest with you. And that's exactly why this guy is multi-use. I think he's a leader, to be honest, and he's just such a versatile commander. You can probably use this guy anywhere within the field. For the next guy we're going to pick is Luce. We're going to put him another multi-use, and that's the reason you might be like, well, Azrael, why are you putting everybody as multi-use? Well, I won't. For the next commanders, we're going to pick our garrison. This is Toku, obviously not Sao, Tokugawa, because, you know, I'm not using the outdated version. So Tokugawa is obviously going to be up there. Gorgo, obviously going to be up there. Charles Martel. Alright, so these are all the garrison commanders I think are good. Now, obviously, she used to be higher up. We can honestly put these guys on where I actually think they are. This is probably a relative good scale, right? Because obviously Tokugawa, new commander, obviously going to have the best stats. Behind Gorgo, I have her. She's a really good one. Zenobia, she's good. Her health is good. She's kind of fallen off. Martel, obviously good for swarms. He's more of barbarian, Richard is, and then this guy obviously has just completely fallen off. No one uses him. I think this is a good ranking. By key, obviously, is the best commander out of this entire bunch. Behind, shortly follows Luce, then William Wallace, and then Scipio. Scipio, honestly, has fallen off a bit, but back in his prime, he was amazing. Do not invest in Sargon. Everyone knows that. Ragnar Prime, obviously, is going to go into single use. For the reason he's doing that, he's obviously going to go to the front because he's the best one. But the reason is because he's really good for field fights. But other than that, he's kind of trash for anything else, as I've tested before. So that's exactly why. Ganyu, obviously significantly better than Alexander the Great, but He just can't catch up to Ragnar. Back in his prime, he would 100% been up there, but since we're in 2025, he's obviously not there. Let's put Sargon up there. Your best bet for if you're going to invest in these commanders, any of these, this is your probably best bet. Then you have Leo. I've never really used them. I did invest into him accidentally, but I didn't invest into him far, so it didn't really punish me that much. And obviously, these are just horrible commanders that you should never even touch. Moving on to rallies, we're gonna go with Scipio Emilialis, Tyreek Ibn Zion, and then Pakal. The reason this is because Pakal used to be really good, but now he's kind of trash. Scipio Emilialis is honestly one of the greatest commanders in the game. Definitely not multi-use. Probably could fit in single use. Just not a really good commander that you can really rely on, and that's why he is number 1. Tyreek used to be number 1 before he came in, but obviously Tyreek has kind of fallen off. Definitely not as bad as Pakal. That is why he is here. If you want me to post more videos of this kind of content, leave a like and comment on what kind of mistake I made or how can I improve. Unless you're like a whale, this is like the best thing you can do is make worth of your resources and stuff you're using to pump into commanders. Like, and I'm gonna go show you a quick couple of marchers that I'm currently using that are working pretty well as a T4 low tech player. This guy, I'm low-key out of stats, right? This guy would be probably 170. Can I get more? 170, and then this would probably be like 180. Nah, probably not. I'm lying to you. I'm fibbing you. 160, something like that. It'd be something good. Well, actually, it'd probably be like 150. But this would still be a very relevant march on the field for being so underdeveloped. That makes sense. There's a couple infantry pairs you can put in. Like Scipio can be secondary, I guess, and you can put Ragnar there. And Scipio, I don't really know if that's better or not. You can try and use that, but again, it's just so much better. Luce, if you're gonna put Scipio and Luce, I recommend putting Scipio ahead, just because it gives you a little bit better. William Wallace plus Luce, I suppose it would be good. Like if you see other commanders and other videos you like, definitely go look at like Jiskel's pairing video. I'll pop it up on screen here. But like, if you do something like that, that's definitely what you're gonna want to go for. Need sculptures because you don't have any. You can honestly invest in the thing. If you're a big spender, obviously you can get one of them from that. But with all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one, I guess. Peace out, boys.